We are back. It was during the school festival, huh?
Hey. You realized it. It was our conversation about. There's no way he could have reacted. Probably. It was your social studies trip. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard. This whole deal feels sketchy. Yeah. Okay. But there's one more person has been on our mind. If it's possible. Right. I'd have to plant a bug. So it's I didn't say it. That's and this is
I see. So we're going to use this place.
Whoa.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work.
It seems this game, there are still
What? Ow.
Police station, huh? Interrogation room.
Hey, don't fall asleep until. Are you listening?
Are you listening? Anyway. Futaga's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a
Oh,
completely
Ryuji's
different level than
fucking.
just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns.
It was fucking Akechi.
His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him.
Kill meth.
If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time!
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. He realizes that's
Why is it
no
so
longer
blurry
possible
for you? What
and
the fuck is
abandons
going
that
on?
plan.
Because his memory's
He
coming back.
acts to kill us
Oh.
immediately.
Damn it. So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested, and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace.
Actually, there's
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage.
what?
There's a way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity. Really?
You gotta be.
If he wants to kill the guy, that is, inside of a palace. Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one. Yeah, it seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, however, the police intend on continuing.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish.
Waiting upstairs. I'm gonna fetch you.
You're... her
Makoto told me. Futaba-chan.
it's a...
Man. Hey, you big.
You thought fucking Ryuji and the whole gang got me killed. You fucking idiot. I'm sorry. Kota, you there? Just fall down a water slide? What the fuck was that?
Oh, fuck.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I fell.
What are you, my grandma?
I fell.
I was making fun of you, you bastard.
No, you weren't. You were loving me.
Thank goodness. It truly is...
I bet that moron Akechi.
Still, how'd you... Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't... I heard my sister...
Yeah, she came over in a taxi.
No, I thought it was just
Told
Ryuji.
me to keep him safe.
I thought Ryuji was in on it.
I know, dude. I was making fun of you. I was like, you thought Ryuji and the whole gang got me killed, you dumb bastard.
Not the whole gang, just fucking Ryuji and Akechi. Thought they were in
It was
cahoots.
right after they announced he had died, too.
I didn't have.
Hey, shouldn't we?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead. What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Enemy?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True cult. I see.
It was Goro. You knew beforehand that he was.
Akechi himself gave us the chance. He made one.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that?
That wasn't something we couldn't have used. Besides, neither you nor the other investigator.
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose.
God, I can't keep... Wait, so what was...
He slipped up in regard. Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, our apologies. You surprised.
Does that mean?
But you don't understand him, do you? When you're in the metaverse, Mona, once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, it's a change in cognition. Thanks to Akechi's lame acting.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way early.
Oh, I know a place.
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard.
Huh.
Idiot,
Mona was the
idiot.
only one who was talking about a pancake.
See?
That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one after all.
His story was too good.
He did approach us when we found ourselves in the worst trouble yet. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh,
I was
man.
pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
Quirky.
It was just an act. After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the phantom thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and commit public security questioning will occur on the first day.
Is this...
Yes, the guard will be one of ours.
Yes.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest, and thus, the dangerous criminal. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil.
I knew he was acting strange.
He's no ace detective. On top of that, someone with great authority. That's why we had to make a move.
So I think what they did was they went into yeah.
Our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Yeah. I think that phone is what did it. I don't know why. But I think he walked into the real area, then they triggered the palace to open, and so he was in the palace when it happened.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
elaborate on that in more
I didn't even notice.
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your pal.
What can...
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just...
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to him.
I was seriously impressed, but to be honest, I didn't quite understand. Yeah, it's good we have her heading up.
Makoto is normally so calm as well. But when
I did have a bit of a... But I just couldn't contain myself anymore. The reason I joined the Phantom...
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
So wait, is she changed now? That comment makes it look like she's changed. But she in the station said we failed.
That goes for the... We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to...
But I guess you don't need... I guess you don't need your palace to change, though. I guess, like... certain things on the outside could also change her cognition.
Yeah.
So I guess, like, maybe she doesn't have a palace anymore because she realizes, like, certain things.
Yeah, I really
Regarding
don't
its
know.
location, I take it...
I mean, because they did fight her. I really don't know what happened there.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the meta. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing a perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that as a result, even though we managed... Except that was all an act.
Oh.
We prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were
Oh.
This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly
Meth.
how we planned it.
Never not be funny.
With no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
She used the laptop to remotely access the metaverse.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took...
Ah, it's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a...
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan, that persuasion, was we couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire...
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
I don't remember drugs.
I see. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a...
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture.
So she did get her heart changed then.
And that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence and even drugs is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad.
Yeah.
How tough are you?
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and...
Can it?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down.
we knew he was alive, but it was...
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just... What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. Very well. From here forth, you saved me.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Let's take a break for now.
What about poop?
Feel free to
I'm
use
joking.
The first floor when you guys want to get together. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe.
Are you
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in...
Let us accept his...
Yeah. Dude, it's always gonna be funny.
That sounds familiar.
That sounds familiar.
Toothless method.
Yeah. Toothless method. That sounds familiar. It's me, Akachi. Toothless method.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No. More importantly,
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
Damn.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
Damn.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thief.
All possible hindrances are now...
And on to our next story, a snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees, as candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be...
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in him yet anyways.
Why don't we
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Your mom.
Akechi accidentally let that be said Shido son.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power.
Shido?
I believe he's a politician.
For real?
It's certainly...
Do you have some...
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions...
Uh,
under the current administration by the Senate. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thief. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next...
No!
Did he set us up for...
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark...
So his current position and popularity.
We'll make him have a change. Mom.
Shido.
What is the...
I had a feeling, just based on the connection. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research caught from the moment Wakaba died. I had a hunch that there wasn't anything I could do.
Why didn't you...
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had.
Oh yeah.
He would have just killed all of you, no doubt.
Yeah.
Originally, it was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that boss was one of those parts. I would never have imagined all of this was connected.
For people at home, I'm sorry, but I'm eating.
Mental
Fuck you.
shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido,
For people at home, I'm sorry, but fuck you.
For the people at home, starve.
Shido kept saying he was going to be...
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes prime minister? What about the world?
We're all gonna be fucked!
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the
Masayoshi got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would...
What kind of things?
I always think of dirt.
What does he do?
His palace must be somewhere that...
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Bill?
Our next target's the big shot. Hell yeah! Nobody again.
Of course.
He will be...
Let's win.
Time for...
Then it's you.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he
Makoto said nothing. It's unanimous!
So that's
I don't give a shit.
An old fart like me can't.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th.
It's best we hurry.
Should we start tomorrow then?
That reminds me. What are you gonna do about school?
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family.
That's what I told.
Don't let him find out you're alive then.
What do you...
This operation had another purpose. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassination. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable crime.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through...
We're intellectual.
That's why you need such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle. We won the first round.
Yeah.
But it's not over yet!
Time to be
Get
celebrating.
ready for the next one. Fucking Captain Price comes out of nowhere. It's not over yet.
These people tried to trap and kill us.
Guns everyone
There's
down.
no end to their inhuman...
He sets off a nuclear missile.
An AC-130 comes down.
Yeah, crashes into the place. Doesn't even shoot. Doesn't fire a single missile.
Crashes straight into this building, right where Akechi is.
You earned the media's attention because of that. Those who wanted to
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart, and when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected.
It's because I sympathized with. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I only need you using that power. It'd...
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has
I mean, he's not wrong, but
and don't even bother.
You ain't any better, buddy.
Yeah.
I must.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
What are you?
Still,
You the
it would
fucking
stand out if
dictator?
there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations. But flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them.
That's so funny.
More supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I'll take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows, and for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well, how do I put this?
Well
All right. So do you want to stop, or I mean, we're 30 minutes in. We might as well just do the next 30 minutes, right? Or no?
No, well, I don't know. It's up to you.
Well, I just want to keep going then. Now we
Is it
have
almost over, or is it like
there's no more like cutscenes like that. There's no more cutscenes. It's all gonna be normal again.
Don't worry about it.
Right.
And I also don't have to go to school, so I have like a ton of time and shit.
To be perfectly honest, but when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I'm going to stay with you. Well then, you know, when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked. So then we'd better let her know you're. And I'll.
There's no point in even having it.
Of course. Plus, the current government has been... Even more importantly, there's just an aura.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. Especially after it turned out those...
Well, shut.
She's only like level 9 or something, right?
Cut that out! Hey.
Okay.
I'm zoning out. What's happening?
Alright. Let's...
I'm shitting. I'm shitting out blood.
Oh!
Don't moan like you're getting a dick up the ass.
No,
dude, 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 like, dude, you were getting a dick up the ass.
That was a big shit, not like a fucking big dick.
That was a big shit, not big.
So what if I moan when I shit? What if it feel like a dick?
Is that what you were trying to say?
Yo, that'd be funny as fuck. No, but seriously though, like, what? It's a huge fucking piece of waste coming out your ass.
You're not helping yourself.
What?
You're not helping.
Doesn't make it. It makes sense, like why if somebody would say that.
What about... Since he's going to subjugate...
What about an
Imperial... I thought we would have gained entry by now.
Hey, you think he's guard? Shido stole the cognitive science.
Is that... Who knows? There was nothing like that.
Anyways, what kind of
I did some light research on him last night.
That man over there is probably...
I don't even remember the joke I made, bro.
You were like, dude, you were like, I'm shitting, it feels like a dick coming out my, like something like that, dude.
No.
You were! Just trying to deny it, you were recorded saying some bullshit. Not even 2 minutes ago.
No, that's not exactly what I said. I'm asking you what I said.
That's what you said! I'm not kidding!
What kind of person is representative?
His stance is dedication to country. He's an admirable man of action. I believe that he'll help create a...
Oh, what if a fucking shit feel like a dick?
Look over there.
You're going, oh!
Wait.
Oh!
We should leave it. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early...
Yeah, no, but like, what I was gonna say though was that, like, fucking, like, what's the difference between having a fat ass shit
The criminals calling themselves
and something else in your ass? you know? Like, it probably is, like, the
Dude,
same amount of
there
pain.
is no difference, but you're not helping. We understand.
You know
The answer is.
Hey! You know you can fit 2 whole raccoons up your ass!
Me at the Dollar General.
You know you can fit 2 whole raccoons up your ass! Theoretically!
Everyone's being deceived.
No, not theoretically. I'm gonna fucking prove it.
Come here, raccoon!
Come here, random person.
Stick your head up there!
In order to save this country that has been
Stop.
That's what those fucking things sound like whenever you turn them, or whatever, those long sticks that make those noises whenever you fucking turn it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what those things are called. What the fuck are those called?
Last one. Diamond mine.
How many? Perhaps you. Right?
That's not. We know all the way up to.
So you enter keyword.
Boss, can you turn the TV?
Sure thing.
Him and his.
So, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the
I truly honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and what.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online.
Well, he is.
Everyone's hoping for our comeback on the fan site.
I love him. He's my favorite!
They're manipulating.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the...
Well,
I love Akechi, he's my favorite.
So all we could do was make it. Then why don't we just go?
That's impossible.
There's no way high school students can get in.
Well?
No, that's still impossible.
well, this.
What's with the rock?
Yo, mama.
Oh, right.
I apologize for.
Wait.
Yeah, he did.
Man, talk about being lucky.
No.
Damn, Haru's fucking sprinting.
This way. By the way, we didn't.
Where
see
the fuck are they? They could be getting fucking baited.
Such a disgraceful past must be discarded. So our children who carry the burden of the next generation can be proud of their country. So our nation can once again become a powerful one
beautiful home will be acknowledged as the best country in the world.
The fuck?
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future, together. I hope.
Is that... You guys wait here.
Wait!
Hey! Stand back. I just want to talk...
He's a busy...
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear us?
That's enough.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking?
Come on!
But these guys...
Hey kid, you don't want to know what happens when you cross me. It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? Ain't a show. Damn. What are you looking? This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit. Wait, he's the same guy.
You're sure? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit.
Well, I mean, if I've gotten this far, I wouldn't say the bastard ruined my life. If anything, fuck. I got some good friends.
Yeah.
Let's get go.
Bang, 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 bang.
Ben, Ben.
Bang, 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 bang.
No!
Bang, 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 bang.
No, I'm muting you. Ben, Ben.
Shido was involved in the cognitive research.
Shido was already a politician then. Yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into...
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece. Children are the future, my ass.
But now that we found out who did it, can't...
Once the courts have made a judgment, it'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change.
Be that as it may, Shido's... It's beyond hypocritical.
He speaks about the good of the country.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the war. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. Ugh, that's the worst.
I assume the keyword for what he believes the Diet Building is will be despicable.
It must be something self-centered.
Someone like him needs to...
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school.
Stewing over it won't get...
Just shut the fuck up. What? What is wrong with you? Shut the fuck up, please. Alright, so I'm going to save here, and we're going to end it at the 50-minute mark. So we have a few minutes, so if you just want to keep screaming for the next minute or so, you can. Burn, 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 burn.
Burn.
Bing.
Burn.
Bing.
There's a man right there, and oh my God, he's got, oh God.
He's got an op.
He's got, oh God, oh.
He's got an op. He's gonna shoot everyone.
Oh!
Man, I throw a baby down a cliff.
God.
If you threw a baby down a cliff, and if you threw a baby down a cliff and he screamed like a man, what would you do?
I would dive in.
What?
I don't know what I'm saying. I love you.
I'm ending it. It's done.